And welcome back to Fisher Stadium. What a victory for the Leopards of Lafayette College. And we are just about ready to kick off our post-game show here in Berger Varsity Football House. And right now, John Leone is standing by. He has victorious head coach Frank Tavani. Let's go down to John.
Yeah, thank you, Dan. Coach, it's officially Lehigh week, and what a way to start it off.
Well, it'll be Lehigh week tomorrow, but I'm very happy for our seniors. They deserve this, and it was a great effort.
I don't recall, and you and I have been around this place a long time. I don't know.
Too long to bend your ass.
I don't know if I've ever seen a Lafayette team play as inspirational a football game.
Well, we knew, and I told them ahead of time, and it was pretty ugly last night's meeting and before the game. I said I wasn't going to halftime to go into one of those tirades, so we took care of that last night.
Coach, you know, again, I think the game was a bit of a microcosm of the whole season, at least the last 2 weeks. Tough start against arguably the most difficult schedule anyone's played in the country, and then you catch fire. Last week, a disappointing loss to Colgate, and you bounce back. What great resiliency from this squad.
Well, I've told the kids all year, the true test of a champion is not how hard you hit, but how many times you get up off that mat and get back at it. And these seniors have certainly done that, not just this year, but for 4 years, and now we're just where we want to be.
Coach, good luck this week, and obviously in the big week, enjoy it, but get back to work tomorrow.
Thank you.
Dan, back to you guys up in the booth.
All right, thanks a lot, John Leone. Great job, as always, with head coach Frank Tavani. The work doesn't end here. He'll be looking ahead to another tough one coming up against Lehigh. Gentlemen, we have our All-Americans here, Mo Bennett and also Phil Ing. We're going to be talking a little bit about what you saw today and how about them cards?
Yeah, how about them? And I think you got to give 5 game balls away, one for each of those offensive linemen, because they just absolutely controlled that line of scrimmage. And just when you needed it, Ross Sherman comes out and just goes nuts. I saw him a couple times up close on the sidelines, and he just has so much, he says, such great vision and body control. It's just ridiculous how he got through some of those gaps.
I'll tell you what, that final touchdown drive was Ross Sherman's drive, if anything. Just took it right to the house. And the defense today is stellar as I've ever seen them this season.
I mean, better late than never for the Leopards, right? I remember sitting here after the Sacred Heart game, very first game of the year. You know, we lose to a team that we feel like we should beat, and today we come out and beat a team that many thought we would probably lose to. So better late than never for the Leopards. Great victory.
No doubt about it. Our Maroon Club post-game show will continue on here in just a second with Gary and Mike taking us through some of the highlights. Every gift matters every year. Join the Maroon Club today. Let's take a look at many highlights from tonight's contest.
Well, thanks, Dan. Here we go with the highlights in that first quarter. Lafayette, they're going to jump out in front on top of the Fordham Rams, and Fordham's had some trouble early in games the last couple weeks. This one's going to go down the field to Mark Ross. Mark makes his typical catch in front, all covered up. Going to get the ball down the middle of the field off the play fake to big Brandon Hall, who did just enough to set up that field goal by Ryan Graylish after Fordham had missed and hooked the field goal left. Lafayette takes that 3-0 lead. And now a little screen underneath. Brian Wetzel was outstanding today, but on this play, 2 freshmen step in. Colin Albershar with the strip. Draylon James with the recovery sets Lafayette up for a nice touchdown throw in here. Just zips that ball in there after the bubble screen fake. And Mark Ross with his longest touchdown of the year, 49 yards. Lafayette up 10-0 at that time, and at that point in time, Lafayette tried to start to get the running game going as Fordham really kind of struggled all week long. This is a throw into the back of the end zone. Would have taken a 17-0 lead. Fordham makes the interception on a 1st and goal, and then a throw to Wetzel underneath 42 yards later off of a Lafayette blitz. Wetzel finds a seam in the defense, cuts the lead to 10-7. So Fordham now with some life after the turnover and the quick score. And you know, Matzel, he had some trouble all day long. A little off with his throws. This one off the hands of Tabucky Jones, intercepted the first one by DeOliver Davis, and then responding, Lafayette trying to get the ball on a 3rd down and 10, a big hit on the quarterback. Mark Ross comes up big with the reception to create a 1st and goal, and Sherman's going to finish that one off. Lafayette at this point 17-7, and that's kind of where the half ended. 17-7. We go back to some great runs by Ross Sherman the entire day. The offensive line, as Phil kind of talked about, in this is another throw. This is actually the first throw down by Mark Ross. But Lafayette today, it makes me feel good good as a Lafayette alum. Just a terrific day for them. Gary, they were just exceptional today. Offensively, defensively, they did some great things. Got some more pressure. Defensively, Tyrus White off the edge. Okay, and then you're going to see again Mike Bowles come in. Kasha had 2 sacks today. You're going to see Kasha right here coming in. Boom, right there's Tyrus White again, causes the strip. They get back on this football. And then off the corner, Kasha late in the game as they were approaching the red zone right there. Lafayette, they were outstanding today, just outstanding. I just can't tell you enough. It makes me feel good as an alum.
Yeah, no question about it. It was every aspect, Dan Mowdy, of the football game today. Offensive line, rushing the football with Ross Sherman, 169 yards. Drew Reed getting it done, getting it accomplished. Lafayette now ready for Lehigh. What better way to end the season than playing for the Patriot League Championship and a guaranteed FCS bid. From up here in the booth, we've had a great day today. Back to you, Dan.
All right, that's Gary Laubach, Mike Joseph, and John Leone bringing their A-game here today to Fisher Stadium. And we will be bringing you that contest next week at Goodman Stadium at Lehigh's campus. Our All-Americans have played in this game. This is a significant contest, the most played game in college football history. What did it mean to you guys, and what's it meaning to these seniors?
I think it means everything. You know, if it weren't incentive enough that it's going to be for the Patriot League Championship, you've got these seniors who haven't won a Lehigh game. So that's a great incentive in there.
I mean, for me, I've had the absolute honor and the pleasure of beating Lehigh twice for a championship. You know, in my 4-year career here at Lafayette, you know, we won 3 out of 4 from Lehigh. 2 of those, you know, came with rings. So next week I won't have the opportunity to put on a shoulder pads and helmets, but I will be wearing my uniform, which is my 2 championship rings courtesy at Lehigh.
Absolutely. And fellas, I think you will concur that every senior at Lafayette deserves to go out with at least 1 victory against the arch rival Lehigh. 149 coming next week. Catch it here on the Lafayette Sports Network. Well, that's all the time we have for tonight. I want to thank Mo Bennett and Phil Ing, our All-American staff here, getting us through a great pregame show throughout the season. Well done, fellas. Thanks. Great job. Dan Mowdy for Matt Province, thanks for joining us here on Lafayette Sports Network. Good night, everybody.